Okay, so welcome to the Akashic Wednesday Wisdom Live. This is your opportunity to connect with your Akashic records, to strengthen your practice, to have a go at connecting with your Akashic records in order to support your own kind of soul's journey, your own healing, and also to get your own insights and wisdom as well. And this is just a beautiful practice that I do every Wednesday in order to just support you with strengthening your connection with the Akashic records. So for those that don't know me, my name is Marina, the Soul Alchemist, and I support my clients with connecting them with their Akashic records, or I connect with their Akashic records for them. And it's really about energetically clearing those karmic blocks, those layers, those programs, old conditioning, and really activating people in being able to move forward in their life and in their business. So it's really about clearing the Akashic records, clearing the energy system to really support you with moving forward in a more aligned way. And so today we have got the sunshine with us, which is beautiful. I'm just going to tilt it a little bit. So we have a session that is going to really address our fears. Now, I've already been doing a little bit of fear work in my Akashic Vortex membership, and there was a powerful activation that I did there with the pendulum around fears, and this is kind of just an add-on. And the reason that I wanted to cover this topic was we're in January, right at the very beginning of 2022. So if you have perhaps some ambitions or intentions or goals that you really want to be able to achieve and realize, then clearing the fears, any fears that are available for you to actually release, will just help support you in maybe taking those first steps, maybe getting momentum with taking some of those new actions, making those new choices, which are going to bring in the results and the outcomes that you're after. And so fear, for me, one of the main aspects of ourself is to look at the solar plexus, because this is where we can often feel our fears, is within the gut. You know, having that gut feeling, that fear. You know, sometimes we feel that our stomach drops and we can feel the fear in the pit of our stomach. That's the saying. And so I wanted to look at the solar plexus and just see what we could clear within the Akashic records, whatever fears that we were holding that were linked to maybe some old stories, conditioning, maybe trauma that we've actually personally experienced, and we would like to release from that particular aspect. Because our solar plexus, and when we think of it in its full glory, is what really helps us to move forward. It's the seat of our will. It gives us our motivation and our confidence and our strength. And so if we're really holding on to some like old fears there, then we're not going to be able to step into our power probably in the most aligned way, or we're just not going to step into our power because we're going to allow those fears to hold us back. And that's what I wanted to look at today. So I'm hoping that makes sense. And the solar plexus is the chakra that sits below the heart. It's above the belly button. And, you know, if you kind of get punched in the stomach, you feel winded. That's kind of where your solar plexus is. You've been hit in the solar plexus. And again, that's another saying that you might be familiar with. So what I like to do is I like to connect you with the earth, connect you with divine source, bring in your spiritual support team to hold the space. That's really important. And the way that I will take you into Akashic records is through a journey. And so I do it in this way so you can really embody and really kind of experience being in your Akashic records. Now, it's not the only way to access your Akashic records. You can just do it through intention. But for the purpose of this session, we're going to do it in this way, because unless you're really, really well practiced at the Akashic records and you fully trust that you're going into Akashic records and there's no like doubts or anything like that, then this is just a more appropriate way, a more aligned way, I believe, to access. And you also get a beautiful kind of healing through this session as well. So without further ado, what I would like you to do is to place your hands, your palms upwards, rest them gently just on your lap, and give yourself permission. This is really important. Give yourself permission to have this time now. There's nowhere to go. You can let go of those to-do lists. They will be still there when you get back. But what you're doing here is you're deepening your connection, you're opening your intuition up, and you're also strengthening that connection with your Akashic guides as well. So, you know, there's a real sense of purpose with doing this type of work and giving yourself this time. So with your eyes closed, I want you to just shuffle your feet on the floor, and I want you to start to feel the connection of the floor or the ground beneath your feet. Start to feel the solidity of the floor. And just start to be conscious that Mother Earth, the ground, the floor supports you at all times. And just really give that sense of gratitude, that thanks, to knowing that you have that support. Even when we perhaps get distracted, we have very, very busy lives filled with lots of things that we need to do. But we are always supported, and sometimes we can forget that. Whether it's physical support with family, or as simple as being able to just walk around our homes, around in parks, in nature, around the streets of our community. We are able to walk on solid ground and have that stability in our lives. And so we're going to connect more deeply with the heart of Mother Earth to get further stability, further grounding. But what I'd like you to do first of all is take a deep breath in. And as you take that deep breath in, you're going to call back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. And on the out breath, I want you to allow yourself to relax, allow the shoulders to drop. And again, take another deep breath in for me. Calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. And on the out breath, allow your forehead to soften, your jaw to slacken. And start to bring your awareness to your sitting bones on the chair or on the bed, wherever you may be. As you make that connection with the furniture, again, knowing that you are supported. And then take another deep breath in for me. And one more time, we are calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. And on that out breath, bring your awareness back to your feet. And just noticing with every breath that your body will become more and more relaxed. As you go deeper and deeper into this meditation, into this journey, your brain, your mind also starts to relax as you listen to my voice and you start to let go. Bringing your awareness to your feet. So I want you to start to imagine, sense, feel, or just know that you have thick, strong, silver roots coming out of the soles of your feet. And they're starting to make their way through the earth, through the ground, through the soil. Deeper and deeper into the ground. And your roots are making their way down to the heart of Mother Earth. And the heart of Mother Earth is represented by a large, glistening, sparkling crystal. And I want you to imagine, sense, feel, know, or see what colour that crystal is. Perhaps you know the type. Wrap your roots firmly around that crystal. And as you wrap your roots around, you start to feel ever so more grounded, as you are fully earthed and connected with the heart of Mother Earth. And you may even feel that connection within your heart chakra. That crystalline energy starts to transfer from that stone into your roots. And your roots start to take on that crystalline colour and draw it back up through the earth, bringing the crystalline energy with you to cleanse and clear all of your chakras, taking that colour higher and higher through the soil, through the earth, higher and higher. And as we take this crystalline energy through each of your chakras, they will become in balance. They will start to spin and open to the perfect point for you, allowing you to feel even more balanced, even more energized, activated, and at peace. So bringing the crystalline colour now through the Earth Star chakra, the point which is below your feet. We're just connecting in with that point, allowing it to open. And then drawing the energy up through the soles of your feet. And you may start to feel a tingling, a shift of energy here, or you may not feel anything, and that is perfect. Just know that the colour is starting to rise up through the ankles, up to the knees, up to the thighs. Taking the energy now up through the root chakra at the base of your spine. Taking it now up through the sex organs and through the sacral chakra. Taking the colour now higher through the navel chakra below your belly button. And then bringing the energy up to the solar plexus. And I want you to visualize the solar plexus as a beautiful golden sun, glowing there within your stomach. And then bringing the energy up to the heart chakra and the higher heart. Allowing the heart chakra to open just a little bit more as the crystalline energy works its way through that chakra point, clearing and cleansing anything that isn't serving you. Allowing the crystalline energy now to fall down your arms, all the way down to the hands and to the palms, which are facing upwards. Allowing the palm chakras to open, and that crystalline energy shines out through your hands, out into the room all around you. It's like two beams of light that are projecting that crystalline energy out into every corner, every aspect of your room. And as that light extends out of the hands, it will start to cleanse and clear your environment. All objects within the room, perhaps even pets or people. That crystalline energy will start to work its way all around you, cleansing and clearing your aura as we continue to bring it through the physical body. So bringing your attention now back up to the throat chakra, taking the energy now up to the back of the neck, to the top of the neck and the base of the spine, at the base of the head. This is your Alta Major chakra, and we're just cleansing and clearing that aspect, which is your feminine aspect of your third eye. Pull in the energy now up into the middle of your head through the pineal and pituitary glands, cleansing and clearing that aspect, and then taking it up to the third eye, the point between your eyebrows. This is your masculine part of your third eye. Taking the energy now round to the side of the head and into the ears, through the ear chakras, which will just allow you to hear or perhaps sense your messages more clearly when we go into your Akashic records. Bring the energy now up to the top of your head, up to the crown, and the crown chakra opens and another beam of light bursts through the top of your head. That crystalline color and energy now lighting up your etheric chakras above and at the back of your head. Your causal chakra sits at the back of the head, and this is your direct link to your Akashic records. Your soul star chakra above the head, your universal chakra, and your stellar gateway right at the top. It's just about 1.5 meters above your head. Each one has now become activated and becomes its own sphere of light. Energized, open, and balanced. So you are firmly connected to the hearts of Mother Earth. You are being cleansed and cleared. Your environment is being cleared. And all energies that are not serving you are being released, and Mother Earth will take those and transform them into energy elsewhere. We're now going to invite a golden pillar of light from Divine Source. This is your connection to the universe, to Source. And that golden pillar of light starts to make its way through the ceiling of the room that you're in, and makes its way through the etheric chakras, starts to enter into your crown, making its way through the third eye, down through the throat, down to your heart, your solar plexus, your navel, your sacral, your roots, down through your legs, down through your feet, down through your earth star chakra, and down to the heart of Mother Earth. And that golden pillar of light is filling your core, your physical body. So again, you may sense, feel, know, visualize that golden light is starting to fill the physical body. It's almost like it's turning to liquid gold. Every aspect, every cell of your being, every organ, your blood is turning to gold. And this gold is starting to make its way through the skin and out into your auric field. So you are held fully and completely by Divine Source. Connected above and below, we now invite your spiritual support team to step into the space. The personal team that you work with, all beings of 100% pure love and light. Now step forward into our spaces, please. And we invite 6 archangels to also complete your space. Archangel Michael now steps forward to stand behind you. Archangel Gabriel to your left. Archangel Uriel in front of you, and Archangel Raphael to your right. Archangel Sandalphon takes the space below your feet. And Archangel Metatron above your head. Each of these angels will connect with each other and now hold you in a beautiful, powerful, angelic sphere of white light, fully holding you and completing this space. Now I'm going to invite your ego to actually physically step out of your body. So I want you to imagine, sense, feel, or just know that there is a figure, or perhaps just some energy that is now stepping away from your body. Your ego has a smile upon their face because they know that they will be back soon enough. I'm going to request that your ego now leave the room, which your ego now steps over to the door, steps out of the room and shuts the door gently behind them. And so now you know that any messages, any insights, guidance, or feelings that come to you, you're going to fully trust those messages, those guidances, those insights. because they're coming from your guides or your higher self and not your subconscious mind. So we're now going to bring your attention back to the third eye, the point between your eyebrows, and I want you to start to sense, see, visualize, or just know that there's a purple portal of light that's starting to get bigger and bigger. It gets bigger and bigger there before you, and it gets so big you can step through the purple portal of light. And you find yourself in a corridor. And this is the corridor that leads you to your Akashic records. And as we walk down this corridor, I'm going to invite you to open up your senses more fully so that you can really embody your energies, your wisdom, your mastery held within your own library. So start to walk down the corridor. Start to notice your footsteps and your feet upon the floor. Maybe get a sense of the kind of ground that you are walking upon. Perhaps it's carpet, maybe stone or wood. Can you hear your footsteps as you walk? And as you're walking down this corridor, I want you to place your hands now upon the walls and feel the texture beneath your fingertips. Does it feel cold and hard, perhaps like stone or marble? Or does it feel textured and warm like wood? Perhaps you can feel wallpaper beneath your fingers, or maybe glass. If you can start to visualize your corridor, then I'm asking you to do that now as you walk further and further down towards a large door, which is at the end of the corridor. And on that door, I want you to start to notice, sense, feel, or visualize your details upon the door. This is your full name, your date of birth, your place of birth. Once you have a sense that those details are there, you know you're at the correct Akashic records. Place your hand on the door handle, open the door, and step forward into your Akashic records, allowing the door to shut gently behind you. And take a few more steps into your library, taking in the grandeur, the expansiveness of what your environment looks like. Are there thousands upon thousands of books, many, many floors? Or perhaps your library is quite modest and small, with just a few books on show. Either way, however your library presents itself, just know that this is perfect, and it can change at different times. Have a sense, have a feeling of what it's like to be surrounded by all of your knowledge and wisdom. Quite often this feels like you are coming home. It feels comfortable. So start to take a few more steps forward, and I want you to head towards the middle of your Akashic records. And there before you, you can see that there's a long, large table. And on this table, there's a massive book. And this book is your present lifetime book. Pull that towards you and just notice that there's already images, perhaps photographs, words, of all of the things that have been even recorded today, from all of the things that you have been doing. Your present lifetime book is being constantly updated with every thought, feeling, choice that you make. Have that sense of gratitude for being able to hold your present lifetime book, but also know that you are the master of that book and can influence all of the outcomes in your realities. with every conscious choice that you make. And as you stand beside the table, holding your book, we're going to invite now your Akashic Record keeper, the one that wants to support you today, to step into your space, to start to feel an energy close beside you, appearing perhaps in front of you. And this may just be a colour, it may be an animal, an angel, it might be a person that you recognise. Your Akashic Record keeper is smiling and is delighted you're here today to work upon the energy of fear, those emotions of fears. And your guide knows that there is a particular fear that is holding you back, that you are ready to release and look at. And so we will do some work within the solar plexus, because this is where this fear is deeply, deeply rooted. And so your guide is inviting you now to follow them over to a door. And this door is on the right-hand side of your library. It's a door that you've not seen before. And as you get closer to the door, you can see that it's made from a very, very old wooden tree. It still has the remnants of the bark upon it. And perhaps when you look closely at the door, you may see a particular number. This represents a date. Just notice if there's a number there, perhaps etched into the wood. And just notice if there's also letters, perhaps of BC or AD, which will also give you an indication of what this year, this lifetime is. So your guide is going to invite you to step through this open door. Your guide is going to open the door for you. And then you're going to step into a scene, into that particular lifetime. And your guide is letting you know that there is nothing to be fearful of. Whatever plays out in this scene, you are just an onlooker. You do not need to be emotionally triggered by anything. You do not need to get involved emotionally with the story. The idea of this is for you to just understand what is the root cause of this fear, the fear that you are holding. And for some of you, you will know what this fear is. It could be judgment by others. It could be this need to want to please others. And so there's a fear of being rejected or abandoned. It might be a fear of success. It might be the fear of failure. It could be the fear of death, of losing it all. Whatever this deep-rooted fear that you have, you're going to find a lifetime that will be presented to you, that will show you the trauma that is attached to it. So your guide is inviting you now to step through the doorway, take a few more steps in, and start to notice the scene unfolding. It's almost like you're in the cinema and the curtains have been pulled back and the movie has started, the lights come on, and you can start to see the film play. Start to notice or understand where it is that you are. And can you see yourself within that film? What does the environment look like? Are there other people around you? Can you hear noises, perhaps chatter, animals? Really take in everything that you can experience, visualize, see, or just know. Are you with family or are you on your own? Are you male or female? How old are you? And once you get a real sense of where you are, then what we're going to do is we're going to actually ask for the film, the scene, to be moved forwards to a point in that time where the fear really presents itself so that you can see fully what is happening. So you'll notice that the movie is starting to speed up and then it starts to slow down and you're taken to a new scene and it starts to play out in normal time. And again, you're the onlooker. So just look with detachment at what is happening before you. And do you get an understanding of how this fear has been created? And if you need to be shown more by your guides, request that you are shown more, that you get deeper understanding and insight. And if there is a need for us to forgive anybody within this particular scene, I'm now going to invite the energy of divine source, that golden light, to now flood this scene with beautiful golden healing energy. I'm going to actively request that we all send love and compassion and forgiveness to all souls involved, including ourselves. All of the players, perhaps within that scene, are receiving that golden light if it's appropriate for them to receive. And then your guides want to again forward the film further. So you'll notice that everything is starting to speed up again to a new point within that lifetime. And this is where the fear comes up again. And because of the trauma that you experienced the first time, it's almost like you're in a repetitive pattern. And so perhaps the choices, the decisions, the behaviors that you showed have allowed you to feel the fear again. So as the scene starts to slow down and comes to its normal speed, it starts to play out in front of you. And you probably find yourself at a different age, with different maybe people in a different location. But how is that fear playing out now? How is it perhaps preventing you from moving forward? What is it that you want to do in that lifetime that you're not allowing yourself to do because of the fear? And again, we're going to ask for Divine Source to now flood this scene, this part of your lifetime with golden, divine source energy. And that golden light floods every aspect of that lifetime, of that particular point, that age, with that beautiful healing energy. And again, we will send, if it's appropriate, divine love, healing, and forgiveness to all souls, including ourselves, so that these energies can be released. And then your Akashic Record guide forwards the lifetime for one more time. And this is taking you to the point of where you're about to pass over. But before you do, just take in where you are. What is happening? Are you with people? Are you on your own? And at this point, we're going to press pause. And your guides now let you know that we're going to do some deeper solar plexus healing before you transition. So wherever you may be, whether it's lying within a bed, whether it's on a floor, perhaps outside, inside, your guides gently lie you down. And that beautiful golden ray of divine source healing energy starts to shine upon your solar plexus, starting to release those fears that were created at whatever age. We've been requested now that they are being released so that you don't carry those fears into that next lifetime. In that golden divine source light, feel the energy penetrating your solar plexus. And within that light, you'll notice, perhaps see, sense, feel, or just know that there are smaller balls of energy, darker, black, perhaps grey. And these are representing your fears and perhaps that one main fear that you had in this lifetime. And divine source light is drawing those out of the solar plexus and pulling them back into the golden light. Allow yourself to relax in this process. There's no need to fear this process. Allow whatever fears that are ready to be released to be taken and dissolved in that golden light. You may get a sense of how many are being released. You may just want to feel that divine energy cleansing, clearing, and releasing your solar plexus. For some of you, you may feel a sense of anticipation in your solar plexus now, maybe even excitement or fear. Allow those energies to come through. Do not push them away. This is part of the healing process. As you lie held by your guides, you have that sense of peace and knowingness that when you transition now from that particular lifetime into the next, you have fully released that trauma and those fears. The golden light starts to fade, and your solar plexus has been completely rebalanced and rebooted without that fear there. Your guides set you into whatever position you need to be before you transition in that lifetime. And then the film, the scene starts to fade away. Your guides now invite you to step back out of this scene and back through the door, back into your Akashic records. The door shuts behind you and you head over to the long, large table, the one with your present lifetime book upon it. As you walk over to the table, you're feeling lighter and more energized and very connected with the solar plexus, but in a very different way. There isn't that underlying fear or anxiety that was there before. This has been replaced with more of a sense of confidence and self-belief and an excitement about what is available for you now. Looking down at your present lifetime book, you can see all of that healing has already been recorded. And again, the number of the lifetime that it relates to. And a sense of what that root cause fear was. Before you go, your guides ask for you to hold out your hands as they want to give you a gift that you can place within your solar plexus to help you manage any of your present fears. Holding out your hands, allow your guides to drop the gift into the palms. And looking down, I want you to open your hands and just have a look to see what that gift is. If you want clarity around what it means, then ask your guides now and listen closely with your body, with your ears, with your mind. And then your guide is inviting you to press that gift into your solar plexus. And your solar plexus eagerly takes it and allows it to integrate with your own light, your own body, your own frequency, easily and effortlessly. And now that that gift, that symbol of confidence is there, just know that you can connect with that at any time. Perhaps you are feeling fearful, need more courage and strength. Think of that symbol and that object, and you'll be instantly connected with your solar plexus and the energy of confidence. Now it's time to leave your Akashic records. Your guide steps forward to give you a big hug, and then smiling steps back. And you can start to head over to the door of your Akashic records. Once you get to the door, just take one more look around. And then when you're ready, step into the corridor and allow the door to shut behind you. Start to walk towards the purple portal of light at the end of the corridor. And then when you're ready, you can step through that purple portal of light and start to bring yourself back into the physical room. Start to rub your feet on the floor, start to rub your thighs, and just allow yourself to feel that healing, feel those messages integrating. And that integration will continue over the next 24 hours. So make sure you drink lots of water. Your guides and your higher self will manage the integration. And what you will find is that further insights and guidance will come through if you are open and if you request it. The advantage of drinking lots of water is for you to physically release anything else that needs to come through, in particular, anything around those fears. So do let me know how you found that, how you're feeling now. Are you feeling more energized, more motivated, more confident? And also anything that you had around perhaps what year you went into, what your fear was. For me, it was 808 AD. And I started off with being a very small child, and it was very much about being abandoned. And so I was being punished and being left outside because, I don't know, something that I'd done. And so as a way to punish me, it was about rejection and about being abandoned. And then further down the line, I actually did get abandoned, as in I got lost. And so there was this real fear about being lost, not being able to get back home, all of that type of stuff. And then that kind of carried on this fear of being abandoned by others. So I was doing things that I didn't really want to do in that lifetime. But I was very much in that people-pleasing energy because, I didn't want to be rejected. I wanted to feel like I belonged. And so that was the deep-rooted fear, is that it happened through punishment to begin with. And then it was almost like I was then punishing myself by doing things that I didn't want to do. But that fear of abandonment was very much driving that. And that was the fear that was present in that lifetime. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to check out any more, then please do check out my YouTube channel. There's a lot of Wednesday wisdoms on there, meditations. And of course, if you want to go deeper, then please do check out the Akashic Alignment Vortex membership. This is where you get an opportunity to do an Akashic masterclass and be in a community where you receive further pendulum activations, healings, and insights, all linked with your goals and what it is that you desire to create in 2022. So check out that. And if you've got any questions, then please do reach out. Love and blessings, and I'll see you next time.